Hello, welcome to the show. Thank you for your view. I appreciate you. Today we are asked to pick 5 raspberry. Okay, at the 30-second mark, I'm going to show you a map of the Heartland overflow area with 7 raspberry locations. Here's the first one here. Then at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'll see a map with 19 raspberry locations from Emerald Station all the way over to Valentine. It's a long stretch, goes across Heartland Overflow, Heartland Oil Fields, all the way over to Valentine. I found 19 of them. I'm sure there's more. The stretch I went through, I found 19. If I were to have gone north or south of that path that I went, I'm sure I probably would have found well over 19. This area is kind of riddled with them, but this Heartland Overflow, I thought was a perfect spot because you can come here and actually make some money hunting too. After I get to the 7th spot on the map that you see now, I'm at a location where there's some bison. So you can fill up on some prime beef. I take 3 bison down, I get 15 prime beef. I get a perfect bison hide. I kill 2 deer, one of which is a perfect deer. I skin a whole bunch of geese, a whole bunch of birds, and then I a whole bunch of ducks. You know, that's a lot of animal fat too if you need animal fat. This is a great spot for it. I'm going to show you a map where there's some static duck and static geese spawns. When we get to that point, you'll see that map. You've probably already seen it before. If you've watched my videos before, it's a familiar map. Now, I'm going over to our, I think, 5th location. Oh no, this is the 6th location here now. So the 7th location will be the final location, and then we'll get into the hunt. And you'll also see the map with the 19 locations. I'll have that up during the hunt until we get to where the geese are. Once we get to where the geese are, then I'm going to show you the static geese spawn map. But here in a second, here we go. Right there is the map with the 19 raspberries from Valentine to Emerald Ranch. Now, I could kind of zoom in a little bit, but I think that you'd be okay with what you find over at Heartland Overflow. So then you go a little west of that 7th raspberry at Heartland Overflow, you'll find these bison. So I bag a couple of them at first, and then I'm going to shoot a 3rd one, and there was a 4th one, but it vanishes when I come out of my scope. Which I've had happen before. It's kind of a weird glitch in this game. Now, I'm thinking like poison arrows would actually be a really good mechanic. Like poison arrows with painted black on buffalo is legit. If you want to take 4 of them down in order to get your 20 prime beef, then I would suggest painted black with poison arrows. Because you could tag 4 of them really quick. You know, it's going to be one at a time. But you can still do one at a time, back to back, 4 times, usually before they get out of range. And then, you know, it doesn't even matter what disappears after that. You're never looking down a scope, so you don't have to worry about stuff vanishing while you're looking down a scope. That's definitely probably the way to do it. However, then you're going to have to go farm some more oleander sage, because nowadays your arrows are no longer poisonous after you use them. Before, you used to be able to pull a poison arrow, and it still was a poison arrow, but now you have to go get more oleander sage and craft another arrow. But fortunately, you'll have flight feathers coming back through here, because we're going to take some geese down. Now, here are the geese spawns. This is the better of the 2 geese spawns. We're at the southern one now, under the F in Overflow. And I believe I take 7 or 8 geese down here. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take 7 geese down here. All right, that's a perfect number of geese, because we're looking for 2 3-star geese. We're going to put those both on the horse, the 3-star geese, and then skin the other 5. And you get 2 plump meat for every one that you skin. So skinning 5 of them is perfect. That's going to give us our 10 plump meat, and then we're well over. You get 3 goose feathers per skinning. So we're not getting any more goose feathers at that point, but that's okay. Now I'm going to head over and get these ducks. Now, you really want to kind of hit these at the right angle. You can kind of see on the map where I'm at, on the mini map where I'm standing. And it looks like I took down I think I took down 9 or 10 geese there, but a couple of them despawned. I'm only actually going to be able to skin, it looks like 7 of them. But I think I only skinned 5 of them. I don't even bother with the other 2. Because once I've skinned 7, I'm full on duck feathers. I'm sorry, I've skinned 5, I'm full on duck feathers. Now when you're going to fast travel, do not fast travel while you're mounted on your horse. And it's also a good idea to tell your horse to flee. Because then when you do load into wherever you're fast traveling, say there's some PvP going on in the area, if your horse is there, you're vulnerable to your horse getting killed and you losing the stuff on your horse. But if you send it away, if you tell it to flee, then you can load into the new area, and before you call your horse, you can make sure it's safe for your horse to come out with the stuff that you've loaded on it. That'll help prevent your losses in the future. Now, I end up selling over $45 worth of merchandise here to the butcher. I go from like 921, I think, to like 900 I go from $9,421 to $9,466. And all this stuff is stuff that I killed and picked up after picking those berries. Took me like 15 minutes extra, and I made 45 bucks. That's about $180 an hour. At that rate, I might need to head back to Heartland Overflow and talk about doing a money hunt. Thanks for coming in. I'll catch you next time. Till then, happy hunting and happy trails.